All right, so in this video, we're going to be covering what are steps 4 and 5 in the installation guide. So we have our LF1 unit up until this point. What we're going to need in this step is we're going to go ahead and get A2, as well as you're going to find there are 3 what we call hoses in the guide, or in the kit. There are 3 different lengths, so as well as one thing to note is one end has a cut at a bit of an angle, and then the other one is flat to the tube. And you'll see here in a second why that matters. So I currently have the longest hose, so I'm going to take A2 and I'm going to slide the flat cut end into this top slot on the inside of A2. I'm going to slide it all the way through the bottom. We interrupt this installation video to give you a quick tip on how to better complete the step in this installation video. So when putting the hoses into the cutouts, after you start sliding it down and then you get it out the other end, go ahead and put your thumb just above the cutout, so that way when you're sliding the hose down, it doesn't start to shave off the end of the hose and compromise the integrity of the hose. Okay, so just start with that. And just kind of snake it down. There we go. So leave maybe, I don't know, a foot or so still coming out of this top cut. And then we'll get the medium size hose. And again, we're going to take the flat cut end, but we're going to introduce it into this bottom inside cut and then slide it all the way through the bottom, which is not very far. Bring it through a little bit and we're good to go. So this next step, I'm going to actually rotate the unit here just so we can hopefully see it a little bit easier. I'm going to take the A2 and now I'm going to take the 2 hoses out of the bottom. I'm going to slide it into the F3 slot, and then I'm going to slide it all the way down to, there's another cut on the inside of A1 between frames 1 and 2, between F1 and F2. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to do one at a time. And try and be on the lookout for the bottom cut. All right, see it coming down. There we go. All right, so one down, one more to go. If you're finding it a little bit of a challenge, you can, what I find to be helpful is kind of pull it back up a little bit and then try and slide it down a little bit more. Incremental progress. So I already see it going through the one slot. And there it is. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now I have both hoses through this bottom slot on A1. So now what I want to do is kind of pull the slack one way or the other. Definitely keeping some slack up here, and then I'm just going to put it into the slot here in F3. This is also has a preset screw hole, so just push it down. We're good to go. And then we have our last hose. So this is the shortest one. Again, we're going to take the flat cut. This time we're going to introduce it into this pre-cut hole on the inside of A1, just above F2, and we're going to have it come out this bottom hole as well. Okay, so hopefully be a little easier since we have a little less way to go. All right, let's take a look. Okay, there we are. There it is. All right. So now we have all our hoses set, and what we're setting ourselves up to do here eventually is this is going to be for the irrigation. So this is what's going to help the water flow into the trays and help us grow our plants.